Okay, we're ready. So, next person, I am very honored to introduce the award-winning Pioneer Underground playwright, Robert Patrick. Author of Camera Obscura, Kennedy's Children, and Temple Slave. Please welcome Robert Patrick.
I produced the first 15-minute play marathon benefit in 1966 in New York to save a theater called La Mama. La Mama is still going, so there's hope for Theater of Note. I last read the poem I'm going to read in 1961 in the first off-Broadway theater. In New York, we call theaters like this off-Broadway. And the first one was called the Cafe Chino. And I'm going to have you pass these out. There's a link to 78 pages of pictures about the Cafe Chino. Pass them around, go around. And you can all learn where you came from. One night when no show showed up, they asked me if I had anything to read, and I had just written this in a spiral notebook. It is called 42nd Street. And at the time, those words were synonymous with male hustlers, which is the subject of the poem. There are a couple of words in it which were common parlance in 1961, which are now considered very bad taste, but they're in the poem. So I apologize ahead of time. 42nd Street by Bob O'Connor, my real name. Johns, jeans, signs, scenes, comps, camps, pomp, pimps, pam-pams, cocks, cokes, jocks, jukes, jokes, feds, fads, odds, ids, ads, a straight street deep in waste, litterers, loiterers, a men's room where dicks hang out in plain clothes and fancy, a pigeoned pageant, nervous variants, watch which cherry, gropes, groups, cups, cops, and dozens, holding onto his own. Trucks, tricks, flux, flicks, a murky marquee, a chilled child, no warmer and no armor, a rolled, riled, dorky darky, anti-Semites, Semite antis, oohing and oiling a staid stud, sneaking and snaking, whose clothes enclose the rude rod behind zipper teeth. Seamen, lifers, loafers, leapers through young physiques, masochists cruising for a bruising, wedding shirts, wadding shorts, homophile home life, put on your blue jeans, get into the tub, the janitor who's buying a husband, the teenager whose balls are bells, the capon copain, paying to be, pained to see what his idle, crutch in crotch might meet. Reform school boys, lucubrators, lubricators, standing, studying mugs in magazines, slick louts in slack clouts with a capuchin caption to seize on what the season's good God will look like. Carpe diem pericardium, undergarment integument, a flash of flesh, and bowels and balls. Modeled on a muddled film flam, who invented a vaunted slang sling for pathetic phalluses. A languor all anger, taut points on tight pants, a bored brood, a practical archetypal imposter on a poster, sort of fecund on 42nd, who tossed at you brutally statues of liberty, unscrubbed, inscribed, come and see me, come and see me. I loft my luck, despite the gelding shear. Plowboys, playboys, losers, users, JD's VDID. Sailors, sellers, drags, dregs, drugs. What Nantan can maintain, fantasy can sanctify. Cons, coons, big nigger beginners, Georgia's Jesuses, Iowa's IOUs, Uptown's automatons, a marriage's mirages, a school's skulls, a bomb's bums, a handout, a hand on a hard-on, neon, chorus's curses, a penis upon us, an anus in us, a mouth myth. The treadmills trod miles, shuffled and reshuffled, surge with resurgence. Ouch! Each unique dreamer of drama winces, once it's habitually habitually with secret psychiatry etches each sentiment in cement. The concrete song, sung by pixies. On and off and on and off and on and off and once the shock's off. Osses ooze and fosses foos and who says whose it is he knocks off. Your skin, foreskin, torts and foreskin with your socks off. Cocks or hawks or locks or blocks, you got your rocks off. Joke books, jukeboxes, drinks, drunks, the chain gang bangs, east side, west side, suicide, peroxide. The Cid walks the sidewalks, hustles. The Lord is all Lord eyes and prominent permanent. Marks, scores, and tours, towers, Bowman's once built, following Fellahin. The towers are built, so is he. The money is made, oh is he. Still hoping on to happen on to icon or angel, I can arrange it. You manhoods, yon manhood be damned, to be damned, to a budding, or a nougat argonaut. The crop is all croppers, diverse as divorces. Sans culottes and Sunday school lots, shop around unchaperoned. Be choosier. Choose your casualty. The doll deal, the butch go Dutch. Adonis Dunnis at most for atmosphere. Be hasty, be hosty. Stock up a Tchaikovsky program for the fog room. Nice books and icebox, a poem to, and doeskin for the faux skin for the ass skin. Mercy, Marcy. Lower your lights, raise your standards. Dissenters' descendants are putty to put in position. The street struts, the boys bow. Tuck it or take it, fuck it or fake it. A supple supply, a demon demand, a poor PR, an African's ferrets, a baby boy becoming common, a pinch and pinch off, a rapture, a rupture, silent rooms inside the noise inside the silent rooms, green soap grins up. The sickliest cyclist to please plays soccer with a sobby CB. An innocent, salt a city, a province permits. A life aloof, always all wise. A look took, a second sickened. A turn in town did it. Eternity died out. A Bacchant beckoned, a weekend awakened. Warriors and gulls together foregather. Three gather, more gather. Beasts with 4 legs proliferate. 1,000 legs was seen of late. The peephole people sigh to see a transient, semaphore a sophomore, who smudges so much as took us text tokens. You swayed Swede whore, who were first forced, later loiter at a meat automat. Hail the Astor, gone arena, healthiest for gonorrhea. Where they waller, whether well or not nights, and long after their bedtime. 3 prostitutes in their birthday suits go walking on Broadway at night. While they are hooking, the cop isn't looking because he's as high as a kite. This charming advertisement is an advertisement for a big show that's a pip. If you put it to them, they'll go to their room and put on their clothes and strip. Put on their clothes and strip. 2 ex-Marines in their middle teens. This burg isn't very bizarre, but really seems peaceful and very releaseful after a foreign war. So they're not particular who their vehicular company is or what for. For combat experience with Assyrians, left them just wanting more. Left them just wanting more. 42nd Street, a pocket of pleasure at times hip, at times square. Seldom is the ball, the bill. Seldom the butch bitch demands diamonds. Seldom King Kong images MGs, the nude need mention a mansion. Often are talk, recollection, a record collection, a cigarette surrogate, and a lighter later. Digging in, a large charge, a small smell. And again, the lean on 42nd. Vertiginous, remaining virginities. I want you. That's $5. I want you in the worst way. It's $5 more.